The Birth of the MCU, Part 18. Weeks after Bucky's fall, Steve led the final assault on the Red Skull. Hydra's main base had been located, and the Allied forces were closing in. But Schmidt had one last card to play. The Valkyrie was Hydra's ultimate aircraft, a massive plane, larger than anything that had ever flown, loaded with bombs powered by the Tesseract's energy. Each one was capable of destroying an entire city, and the Red Skull had programmed them to target every major population center in the Allied nations, including New York, Chicago, London, and Moscow. If the Valkyrie reached its targets, millions would be lost. Steve fought his way aboard the aircraft as it took off, battling through Hydra soldiers and pushing deeper into the plane until he reached the cockpit where Schmidt waited. Their confrontation was brief but decisive. During the fight, Schmidt grabbed the Tesseract with his bare hands, perhaps believing he could use its power directly, but it was a fatal mistake. The Space Stone activated in a way Schmidt never expected. A portal tore open in the air, and Schmidt was pulled through, transported across the universe to a place he could never have imagined. The Red Skull vanished, his fate unknown, but the Valkyrie was still flying. The autopilot was locked, the bombs still armed, the targets still programmed. Steve tried everything to change the course, but there was no way to land the plane safely. The only option was to crash it somewhere the bombs couldn't hurt anyone. Steve contacted Peggy over the radio and told her what was happening. The plane was going down, and there was no other way. Peggy tried to find another solution, but they both knew there wasn't one. In their final moments together, they made a promise to have a dance when this was all over, a date at the Stork Club that Steve knew he would never be able to keep. The transmission cut out as Steve aimed the Valkyrie toward the Arctic ice. Everybody thought Steve was gone. The plane hit the ice, and that should have been the end. But the combination of the super soldier serum and the freezing temperatures did something unexpected. It put him into a state of suspended animation. Not alive, not gone, but somewhere in between. The world mourned Captain America. The war ended, and the regime was defeated. Hydra was believed to be destroyed along with them, and Steve Rogers became a legend, a symbol of sacrifice and heroism that would inspire generations. He would sleep for nearly 70 years, dreaming of a dance he never got to have. But we'll get back to his story later.